If you thought Kash Patel could dodge accountability, think again, because Rep. Zoe Lofgren just cornered him with his own words and exposed a stunning effort to shield Donald Trump's name from the Epstein files. What unfolded next was a meltdown of excuses, evasions, and contradictions that left the GOP scrambling for cover. Buckle up, because this hearing gets explosive fast.
Chair now recognizes the gentlelady from California.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm concerned by reports that FBI agents have been diverted from their important work on crime and anti-terrorism to work on matters that are not critical to our safety. I'd like to play the video, the whole video.
Jeffrey
clip.
Epstein's
Black Book?
Black Book.
FBI.
But who? That is, I mean, there's...
Oh, that's under direct control of the director of the FBI.
But the Black Book, it's not just sitting, I mean, that's Hoover power times 10.
And to me, that's a thing I think President Trump should run on. On day one, roll out the Black Book.
In contrast to that attitude of let it all out, we're getting reports of actions that run contrary to getting everything out and that also involve diversions of FBI resources. For example, an FBI whistleblower reported that you were pressured by the Attorney General to place 1,000 personnel on 24-hour shifts to mine roughly 100,000 Epstein-related records to redact President Trump's name from the files. Bloomberg reported this, that you directed FBI special agents from the New York and Washington field offices to join the Bureau's FOIA employees in Winchester and another building a few miles away, and that while reviewing the Epstein files, FBI personnel identified numerous references to Trump in the documents, and people familiar with the matter said that Trump's name, along with other high-profile individuals, was blacked out. Now, the New York Times reports, and this is a quote, Justice Department officials diverted hundreds of FBI employees and federal prosecutors from their regular duties to go through the documents at least 4 times, including once to flag any references to Mr. Trump and other prominent figures. Details of the review were based on accounts by 3 former FBI and Justice Department officials who spoke on condition of anonymity because of fears of retaliation, and further that the FBI after they finished its review of the files and materials, was sent to a team of Justice Department lawyers who double-checked the FBI's redactions and, quote, were instructed to flag any mentions of Mr. Trump and other celebrities. Now, I have 3 questions for you, Mr. Patel, about this. First, how many times did President Trump's name appear in the Epstein files? Was it more than 100, more than 1,000? Were the agents who were pulled from their duties to redact the president's name from the Epstein files working on criminal cases or national security cases or child sex trafficking cases? And are the number of agents that have been reported diverted for these purposes, is that accurate?
No.
No what?
You asked if it was accurate. I said it wasn't.
So you're saying that none of this happened?
No, I'm saying it was inaccurate.
Okay. How many times did President Trump appear in the Epstein files? More than 100? More than 1,000?
No, and what we've been able to release is what we've been legally able to release, and that is...
No, that's not the question. I asked you, how many times did the president's name appear?
I don't know.
It's your testimony. You do not know that answer.
A number of times, no.
Could you tell us how many agents were diverted for this task and what they were working on?
Well, when you say diverted, you make it seem as if agents were pulled off what they do all the time. Agents at the FBI masterfully do double duty and triple duty. And because of the public's interest in this case, we flexed resources to make sure that we could answer the public signal demand. So do you want us to look through the material and provide it to you, or you do not want us to do that?
So it's your testimony that no one was diverted from a criminal matter, that this was a top priority to go through this material to look for Mr. Trump's name. Is that your testimony? That's the highest priority for the FBI?
What's one of the most impressive things about the FBI leadership and the careers that are in place is that they make the decisions on who to send where on priorities and make sure the mission needs are not hurt. And that's what happened here.
It's shocking to me that the FBI would think that erasing Mr. Trump's name from the Epstein files is a high priority when we have crime, we have national security threats, we have terrorism threats, we have murders such as that occurred, unfortunately, with Mr. Kirk. It's shocking to hear that that's your highest priority. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
That's literally not what I said.
Gentleman yields back. Gentleman from Wisconsin is recognized.
What we just witnessed is one of the clearest examples yet of how deeply the GOP is willing to bend reality to protect Donald Trump. Zoe Lofgren didn't come to play. She came with receipts, reports, whistleblower accounts, and Patel's own past statements. And the moment she laid it all out, you could see Patel start scrambling for an escape hatch. First, he tried the classic move, deny everything without denying anything. He claimed the reports weren't accurate, but couldn't explain why. He couldn't say how many times Trump's name appeared in the Epstein files. He couldn't say how many FBI agents were pulled from actual criminal work to protect Trump's image. He couldn't even explain what the FBI was prioritizing, just vague praise for flexible resources and public interest. But Lofgren wasn't buying it, and neither should anyone else. She exposed what this really was, a massive, coordinated effort to sanitize documents, divert agents, and hide references to Trump while pretending to champion transparency. And hearing Patel describe this effort as a priority was the moment everything fell apart, because Lofgren hit the obvious point. Why would protecting Trump's name be more important than combating terrorism, violent crime, or child trafficking, the very crimes Epstein's network is tied to? The more Patel tried to slip away, the worse he looked. The GOP wanted this hearing to undermine the FBI and push conspiracies about Epstein, but Democrats flipped the entire script. They turned the spotlight back on the Trump-era DOJ and the political favoritism that Republicans desperately don't want exposed. And that's why this moment matters. It reveals not just hypocrisy, but intentional misuse of federal resources to protect one man, Donald Trump. And when confronted with the truth, all the GOP could offer was stuttering, dodging, and pure discomfort. Zoe Lofgren didn't just question Patel. She dismantled the narrative and forced the truth right into the center of the hearing. This was accountability in real time.